What's up? Excuse me. Happy Monday morning. Welcome back to another Monday morning devotional, and I pray that your morning, your week is filled with faith, that you have the faith that you need to believe God for whatever you're believing God for. Um, the title of this devotional this week is called God's How. God's How. And we're standing on Romans 8:28. For we know that all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord and who are called according to his purpose. For we know all things work together. So we know that the end is that all things will work together for our good because we serve a good God. But sometimes we get hung up on the fact when we don't know how they're going to work together. And sometimes whenever we petition things before God, or whenever we're asking God for certain things, or God has made us a promise, I think a lot of times our human logic is we have this expectation of how God is going to do it. God is going to do it like this, or maybe God is going to do it like this, or I would like for it to be done by this. Sometimes we don't even realize it, and we have a default of how things are supposed to look, and it's going to go this smooth, and God, you're going to work it out like this because you said you was going to do it. And he is going to do it, but God's ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. Just look at Moses when he was at the Red Sea. He was getting ready to cross over. I'm pretty sure for a split second, before he got the specific instructions, he didn't know how the children of Israel was going to cross. Was God going to send boats? Was God going to strike his enemies down? Was God going to consume them up in the glory cloud that was swallowing them down? No, but the way God wanted to do it, God wanted to split the Red Sea. And I can imagine how scared Moses was in that moment. Like, you're in the Red Sea in front of you and Pharaoh's army behind you, and you don't know how God is going to work it out. Songwriter said, I don't know when, I don't know how. All that I know is he worked it out. Some songwriter said that. But that's my encouragement this morning, is to us to surrender our how. God, this is how you're going to do it, or this is how things are supposed to look, or you can know what God said, but what you see could be totally different than what he said. That's okay, because it's all a part of his how. We don't know how he's going to take the good and the bad and work it for our good. We don't know how he's going to take things and rearrange them and work them out. All we know is that we have the word that says it's going to work together for the good. And even what that looks like, we have to trust the plan of God so deeply for our lives. We have to trust him so deeply to where it makes no sense, to where we have to eradicate all of our notions and everything of what we think things should look like. I'm telling you, when you can surrender that thing to God, because we're so influenced. We live in a very influential society. Everybody wants to be an influence. Everybody has an opinion. We compare ourselves to other people's lives. Things should be like this. The American dream. We have all of this distraction, saying of what our lives should be, and what being a Christian should even look like. Nobody who reads the Bible anymore. So don't be discouraged by how things seem. Don't. I know what you see. I know what you've experienced. But stand on his word. For we know that all things work together for the good of them. Trust in the fact that God is good. He's good. Even when you don't understand it. Think about Lazarus. He allowed Lazarus to die. What if Mary and Martha would have gave up on Jesus at Lazarus' death? But Jesus came to the scene and raised Lazarus from the dead. You don't know how your story is going to end. You don't. And that's why you can't give up on God too quickly. He's faithful. He's good. And if you question his goodness, look at his track record. Look at the times that he's shown up for you. Look at the times that he's made a way for you. You didn't know how the way was going to be made. So just be encouraged to trust in God's how. Put your how to the side. God, you're going to do it like this. But truly, as the old folks say, leave it alone. God can handle it better than you can. Leave it alone. Stand on his word and be reminded that God is faithful. And we know that all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord, who are called according to his purpose. God bless.